Oh,
no!
This is our best friend in the game.
Again? You're dead.
That was very sensual. This is a lot of fighting happening all of a sudden.
You say it's very sensual?
Yeah, one of them was like, "You again."
Oh, okay.
Let me punch you. Let me punch you in your face.
I'm so, like, the fighting sequences in Shenmue almost give me, like, some kind of bizarre, like, existential panic or something. Like, I see it, and it's like it makes me anxious because I'm like, you can't do a game like this. It's, you have to perform so specifically, but you fight.
Task that you only have to do once every 4 hours.
You fight so rarely in the game, you never get a chance to get good at it. Like,
Well,
you
that's why they
can't
have
just go 8 hours and then make me fight out of nowhere. It's not fair. This is not how games work.
That's why they have the practice areas all over the place.
But that doesn't help.
Well, because we never did it. That's.
No, because it doesn't help.
I'm running away. Actually, you can fight like all over. That's crazy. That's actually a super good tactic.
This definitely seems to be working out for you. I don't know.
Dude, I just punched that guy from that was behind me.
Yep.
I forward punched the guy behind me.
Well, you should try forward, down forward punch, and then see what happens.
Wow, I just broke that guy's arm.
Yeah, did you watch People of Earth?
Where
did these guys come from?
They were on the ground, and they got
That's
back up.
bullshit. And why do they both have the same number on their back?
Same shirt.
I guess it's through the same player they're the fans of. They are fans of. And why? These guys really like New York.
Maybe one of them is the player, like one of them's actually the guy whose shirt it is, and the other guy's just like really good friends with him.
Okay.
We won't.
Look if Tom Brady and his friend both wore Tom Brady shirts.
Mark, you okay? Oh,
Did you see that fucking thing about
no problem.
Tom Brady and Coach Belichick both reaching out to Donald Trump to, like...
Yeah, apparently they're both way into him, and him and Belichick have been friends for a long time.
That's so upsetting. I was like, oh, great.
So-
Not
Oh,
only is Donald
you're-
Trump the president, but now football's ruined
My
forever.
only brother.
I'm shocked that the rich white sports guys are both
Now,
Trump
he's
fans.
probably at the bottom of the sea.
Listen, I'm not... It doesn't surprise me,
supposed
it
to be
just
emotional.
upsets me.
Why would
His
the
someone
Matt
was
Angels
killed
kill
by...
your brother?
Matt Angels killed his
appears they
brother.
had leaks
Our
of
best friend's
information.
brother.
Stop yelling.
Is that
I'm
why
good. I'm
they-
watching.
But I couldn't hear. Mark is so
At least as far
sad.
as I could tell, only one person was killed.
So you're not sure?
Was the guy who heard the information killed, or my brother, the one who leaked it? Oh yeah, Dio. I heard the information was about a black market deal. With
It
some
fucking kills me
Chinese
that Mark
cartel.
more or less has like a totally
Chinese
normal
cartel.
American accent, but then he pronounces Rio as Dio.
GU men.
Oh, the GU men!
Who are the Chi men? I forgot who they are.
Oh, well, they're the men from GU, obviously.
Oh, I bet we've got a ton of really juicy info in our journal now.
The Chi men thing was like, we couldn't figure out if Chi men was like one name or if Chi
Oh,
Yu
it
was
was
the
a
name
group
and
of
they
them.
are the men of it.
Oh, right, yes. I remember that now.
But when he said it just now, it did sound like he was saying like the men of Chi Yu, the
Yes,
Chi
it
Yu
did.
men.
Master Chen and the Mad Angels are rivals. Where are the Mad Angels? Mad Angels,
you
meet
still-
up behind warehouse number 17. Mark's brother may have been killed after leaking some important info.
But what info?
Separate note, but what info? The info was, and he, by the way, he learned all of this at the same time.
Yeah, right. There was never a point in between him knowing and not knowing.
And it was like alternate, so he would have had to like narrate the info. Like
He wrote this all at once. Basically, he wrote important info in quotes, and then wrote "but what info," and then wrote what it was.
This is like
He could have just said his brother was killed for leaking that the Mad Angels were making a deal with the Chi Men.
right. Oh man, that's good. If I follow them, they'll lead me to Chi Men. That's it. That's all we got. That's some juicy info, though.
Yeah.
If I follow the Mad Angels,
that's
though,
juicy.
right?
That's juicy. Hey, Keith.
Yeah, that's
For
juicy.
the first time, for real,
Yeah.
that's a clue.
That's a clue. That's a clue. We have found one clue. We do have to go to warehouse number 17, though. I forgot about
I
that
thought
part.
that's what happened.
No,
Just-
well-
I thought that was just what
No,
happened.
on our way
just
to
what.
warehouse 17, we were interrupted by seeing our
Oh
best friend
my God,
Mark
we got
being
all
attacked.
that juicy Shenmue, and it wasn't even where we were planning on going.
No.
Okay, there's so much more
See,
Shenmue juice
this
to
is where
extract.
we were going.
Well,
Isn't it, though?
I think the cutscene we just got was the going to the Mad Angels thing.
I guess.
I'll follow them. They'll lead me to Chi Men.
But how do I follow them if I don't?
You must have to come back like during your break or something.
Hey, you! This here
You!
is a
Yes,
restricted
me?
area.
Oh, are you talking
Get
to
outta
me?
here.
Hey, you.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
It sounds familiar.
Oh,
Oh, is that an Avril Lavigne song?
yes. A
Nailed
million
it.
years ago, there was an Avril Lavigne song. Do you want to know? I'm sure I have talked about this, but do you want to know my favorite thing about the Avril Lavigne song, Hey You, whatever the fuck?
Sure.
Was that in Burnout Dominator, the 5th Burnout game that was
Yeah.
on PS2 and PSP, that song was on the soundtrack 4 times.
Wow.
Three of them were off by default, but you could go into the options and turn them on, and
So
I
you'd be
did.
Like, hey, Burnout Dominator soundtrack, I want this song to appear 4 times more often.
Yeah, but, well, not because I liked the song, just because it was funny, because the one that was on by default was the normal English version, and the muted ones
Shenmue Nights.
was a Spanish version, a Japanese version, and a Mandarin Chinese version. And those were all really fun to listen to. The Chinese one had so many syllables, they couldn't really fit it in the allotted space for, like, the words. So it was, like, very clearly, like, sped up in certain places. It, like, faster than a person could actually say them, probably.
That's fun.
It was fun.
And Avril Lavigne herself sang all of these versions, correct?
It definitely sounded like her.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Huh.
like, it's not as if Avril Lavigne has some, like, super unique sounding voice that's impossible to replicate.
Right.
But also, there's, like, super not a lot of words to that song, so it also wouldn't be hard to just, like, phonetically sing all 4 versions.
That's fair.
But just, I want to be a fly on the wall when the decision was made to include that song at all, but also to include the 3 other versions.
Thank God. I am parched.
Excuse me.
No.
Have you seen the Mad Angels? The Mad Angels? I've never seen them. I've
Fuck
heard
you.
That they hang out at warehouse
There's
number
an-
17 at night.
2 days ago, you didn't know that! Fuck you!
You've heard that a gang of criminals hangs out in this place that you guard, but you've never gone to check?
And somehow you learned the information immediately after we did, because you never knew before. We asked. This is going to be a good fruit of grape. This is going to taste like saving your friend.
I don't know.
Fruit of grape, a gentle reward for a hard-fought battle.
Vengeance is thirsty work.
Ah, good.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
You know what, Kyle?
Let's go. Plenty of time to ask around.
No. Ask what around? Ask where they still are?
Yeah, no, dog. This is Shenmue.
I have plenty of time to ask.
This is Disc 3 of Shenmue, and you can go fuck yourself.
Sorry.
You can go anywhere and do anything you want as long as the place you want to go is the harbor and the thing you want to do is ask about the Mad Angels.
It's just like life.
Yep.
What is this?
Oh.
Hey, mister.
Oh, youngin', it's you. I heard about you. Here you're after the Mad Angels.
Yes.
I know you want revenge, but if something happening to you, how about the Hazuki tradition?
But
No buts, boy. If no one were left to carry on, oh, what a shame that'd be. I will show you another move.
Is it okay if I talk over this guy to
What's that
talk
move?
about something someone said in the chat?
It's called the cross charge.
Someone responded to your thing about food of grape and said, a hard-earned thirst deserves an ice-cold beer, but I drink to get drunk. And I'm here to say, if you drink to get drunk and you're going with beer, you're super doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's not the way. That's the most expensive possible way to do it.
And calorie heavy.
This
Yes.
move is perfect for times like that.
I'm just saying, no one ever complains that they've developed a vodka gut.
Through moves cross charge has been mastered.
Oh, okay, right. The this thing makes your fucking VMU beep. And for a second I was like, oh god, what happened? Did it get unplugged? Is it breaking? Is everything about to explode? No, it's supposed to do that for some reason.
What is it, youngin'?
do you happen to know where the Mad Angels hang out?
Oh yeah, so it totally still wants to
hear
do
you've been getting-
it to 17.
Yeah.
Well, but before you said no.
Well, I mean I have taken in new information
Right.
and changed my stance.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm confused as to why we went there and just nothing happened.
Maybe that wasn't set. Maybe it's.
I mean, I guess it's possible it's not 17, but it seems unlikely to me. It says that he can follow them, so maybe we have to like look around. I
meet
don't
up
know.
behind Warehouse 17.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we were behind 17.
I think we were in front of Warehouse 17. I think it's up here, right? Pretty sure. Nope, that's a guard. They've all got all this space of like, here's where you can't go, and it's just like, just make the area smaller and make all the places I can go. Please.
No,
Please.
because that wouldn't be the real world.
Yes, just like in the real world, I'm constantly being gated off from sections of the world.
You are.
No, I can go anywhere I want.
No, you can't.
Basically, in a harbor, yeah, for sure.
No. Are you
Yes.
kidding me?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not kidding you. I've been to
guess-
plenty of harbors. I've never been blocked off. There's not a wharf in this world that can keep me out.
What about
That's 8.
What about fucking?
But that's 4.
I don't remember his rank, but let's go with Lieutenant Worf in Star Trek.
He can't
He,
keep me out
he
of
could
anything.
fucking keep you out. He could keep you out of
No.
whatever he wanted. That
No,
guy's
I just tug on his dog hair.
Michael Dorn is fucking.
More like Michael Boring.
Oh. He became a captain eventually.
Good for him.
Yeah. He might have even gone higher than that. I don't know. It's been so long since I've checked. Doesn't Worf have a reputation for getting his ass kicked on TNG anyways? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Maybe. Like, I've seen a good amount of Star Trek The Next Generation, but, like, I've never sat down and just, like, watched a bunch in order or anything like that.
So you never notice if this guy gets his ass kicked all the time
Yeah.
for being a dog? He's a dog, right?
Yeah, he's a dog.
He's one dog.
Yeah, he's like a beagle. He's like a beagle mix.
Oh, like Wishbone.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1
and
through
they were
17.
they were both on PBS. Oh, you remember Wishbone, the dog who every week got transported into a different piece of classic literature, and it was just like a reenactment of that piece of literature, except
Through the eyes
one
of a dog?
except one of the main characters was a dog dressed like a human. You remember Wishbone, everybody?
12 through 17. Great. You know what would be really helpful? If
what?
there was like neon signs telling me where.
What? Oh, Keith, could
Yeah.
I help you?
Hi.
What about? It's not neon, but what if they were painted signs on the ground that tell you where to go?
Right, but it's dark, and so they're hard to see, especially at an angle. So it's hard to sort of like telegraph which direction you're going to want to go.
Well, Keith, in the real world,
I
at
should go
nighttime,
home.
it gets dark.
no! There's a right there! Okay, thank God. Oh, thank God. So here's 17, right? Here's
Yeah,
the Mad
see,
Angel
that's
fucking thing.
behind 17.
It's okay, I have an hour to figure out how to trigger the event.
Slayer says lamb chops greater than wishbone. What the fuck is lamb chops?
Lamb Chop's sing-along.
I don't know.
Hey, hold it right there. No entry without authorization. Go on, get out.
No entry without authorization. Yeah, so this is just a broken fucking game with this piece of shit.
Are you sure about that?
It's telling me.
I feel like there are a lot of times that we thought Shenmue was broken, but actually Shenmue was just stupid.
Okay,
Excuse
but
me. I have
if
something
it's
to
so
ask
stupid
you.
that you can't play it, doesn't that make it broken?
somebody else?
Is that so?
I'm on. Excuse me, guard. Could I have some information about this place? I'm busy being a guard that works here. I can't help you out.
I really think that if we just come back during the day, they'll be here.
That's fucked up and gross.
Probably, yeah. There's a lot about Shenmue that's fucked up and gross.
It's time to wait to get transported home, I guess. Unless we can make it back on time, but I doubt it.
Oh, someone just, What?
What's up?
Someone...
Excuse me.
Maybe... Oh, okay. Okay. Someone... Oh, okay.
Up. You seem really taken aback.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this. Someone tweeted a picture...
Excuse me.
V. Klaus tweeted a picture of them watching this stream right now, and they've got on the screen, Rio's holding a can of fruit of grape he's about to drink, and then the person is holding a grape drink. It looked from the angle that I was seeing it at that it was called grape slung, which sounded like the weirdest, grossest name for a thing to have. But
Wait, hold on, Kyle. What if we just started holding hands?
oh man, that'd be great. Two strangers just at a bus stop. That's life. But I think maybe it's plunge. It just like
Let me see.
you take a look at that, because like the letter before the L is cut off. It looks like slung though, right?
It does look like
Grape slung. That'll be our next shirt. We'll have a fruit of grape shirt and a grape slung shirt.
fucking refreshing grape slung.
That fucking sounds like a drink.
Someone said to retweet it so they could see it. In
That-
the chat. Grape slung.
You
You thought it was funny, and I think it's even funnier than you thought it was.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. But that sounds like a drink that you would find in like an Oddworld game, right?
Yes, it totally does. This guy just walked away from the bus he's been waiting for. All right, and walk into the bus.
Press A.
Come on.
You gotta press A.
Let me in. There we go. Did you hear it about to drive away? Did you hear that shit?
I don't know if that's what happened.
They was
but-
totally about to drive away, and I caught it. Here, you play something.
All right, I'm retweeting.
Here, take this for me. Please remove this from my grasp.
But also, V Klaus, you have to respond and tell us what it's actually called. Or maybe not. I'm not sure if that ruins it or not. Because once you know it's not grape slung, then it can never be. Grape slung is a pretty good
God,
name.
Grape
It's a
Slung is
pretty
so
good
good.
fake soda name.
Oh, look at the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm going. Give me a fucking break. I'm not the fucking one who decided he needed to stay at the harbor until 9:30. Shenmue, you piece of shit. Damn you, Tomato, and your delightful music.
By the way, grape slung is so not a thing that the first related image to grape slung is a T-shirt of like you know the Nirvana cover with a naked baby.
Yes.
It's that, but the baby's a cat.
That's the cover to Nevermind. That's, yeah, perfect.
And the
See,
next thing
now we just need to take that T-shirt and then just change the dollar bill to a can of grape slung. It'll be a profound statement on modern consumerism in America. Am I going? Was this the right way to go? Oh, I just went back to Dobuita, didn't I?
By the way, then it's just a bunch of guns, like for real, just guns. Specifically, this guy and all his guns somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, that guy's got some. That's just one. That's two pictures of the same gun.
Yeah, it's stupid, and then more of the same guy with different guns.
No, that's the same gun. Keith, and
Oh,
that's
that's a gun.
that's not even a gun. That's Tim Gun. You're just looking at
This
screenshots
guy's
from
holding
Project
Tim
One
Gun.
Way. You're just looking at a man holding Tim Gun in a tender embrace. Keith, why do I love Tim Gunn so much?
I don't know. I don't really know who Tim Gunn is. I mean, I know who he is and what he does, but I don't think I've ever heard him talk. Does he have gray hair that's sort of like up? It's like,
Yes, yes.
is that is it coiffed?
I'm having
Do you know
trouble.
what a coif is?
I mean, isn't it just? I mean, it's just like.
Just like, oof,
I mean,
right? It's just like,
I thought it was just kind of like an. I mean, that makes sense. I thought it was just kind of like another name for like hairstyle, or something. Or I don't know.
holy shit! Here's another piece of the grape slung puzzle.
No. This is the worst way you could. Oh, you have a new phone.
I do have a new phone.
This is the worst way you could have possibly handled this. Instead of posting a tweet of like the rest of the can so we could see what it really was, they just posted a picture of like an even narrower view of the can that boasts invisible grapes. New colorless formula, same grape taste.
Very great way to advertise that buying the color dye was too expensive for you.
Right?
Soda.
Yeah, seriously. But I love that. Maybe I'm not sure.
Now in grape soda, now in colorless.
I'm not.
Finally, a feature I can get behind.
I there's no way that I'll know for sure that this was an intentional pun, but I'm just going to tell myself that the same grape taste is a pun on same great taste. And I love it.
Love me a can of...
Okay, it is. We're getting a confirmation. It is grape plunge, and I would like some right now. Rest easy, Shenmue.